talk later, okay?
I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
Cut the garbage. I want an explanation.
I can give you that much, but I don't like raising my voice. Keep walking.
Ambush, run!
You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Let him go before you do something you can't take back.
You should really take your own advice. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
You're gonna get it now. Sorry we're late.
Well, this is embarrassing. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
You able to move out?
Definitely.
Hey, one of these creeps is still alive and kicking.
How? This should have been total overkill.
Despite what you think, the Great Hunt's no joke. There's a reason Mandalore made me his champion.
If this couldn't kill you, I don't know what would. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
Remember what you saw here today. Remind everyone why crossing me is a bad idea.
I'll discourage them.
Finished?
You know, I was actually starting to miss you. Mako, get back and pull together some data for our next target.
Got it. Be careful, you two.
When we've got a minute, I want to talk. You remind me of someone. Friend of mine, Cordan Ordo. Great Alorad. Served with him and his clan on Eriadu. Told you about that, right?
Pretty sure you didn't.
Sent in to secure a weapons factory. Half the planet is factories. Like Coruscant, but dirtier. Pretty quiet, except for snipers and mines. Real trouble was waiting in the factory. Resistance fighters, geared with stealth generators, hiding among the workers.
How'd you flush them out?
Stealth fields don't fool thermal detonators. Cordan got most of the workers out. Got us undercover. Could have been worse. Good at thinking on his feet. Sorta like you.
Guess I could do worse.
Glad to see you both made it back okay.
Welcome back, kid.
Siki pin sila kota kapota kinulo na pizza?
Thanks. You back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
뭐 길라 뭐 그런 기. 야, 안 본파 뭐시다.
Go ahead, Blizz.
치다 후파. 유나리스카 전화가와 지 가스페이나 컨트링카. 자 후수와 기해 샷강 그거 두이만 봐라.
This is great, Blizz. I'll be sure to show it off to everyone.
호퍼 마왕카 두두스카 우드와나 와나 수카 쿠파. 셰스코 예스키아 전화가 본파 콤친가. 우사노 파청키 파 구사지오토 인디야.
I could help out.
나고기 원통파 무르미와 와타 원파. 톤타 수사 낼고 이가다 로야 오카타 우사술.
Just try not to get your hopes up, alright?
이가 방가. 저 펑크 우트만 기사 저거 이 가부원 차와. 이바라 프로파 수가 시니에 바야 수티니.
The Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into before you head for the surface. The Ambassador is concerned that your business could jeopardize the Empire's interests on Voss.
My employer would argue otherwise.
It's just that your kind aren't known for stepping lightly, you understand? The Voss are stubbornly isolationist and abundantly aware of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is vital that the Empire fosters goodwill. You must remain on your best behavior.
I'll conduct myself accordingly.
It's the nature of your profession that has the Ambassador concerned. The Voss abhor discord and don't tolerate violence within their territory. You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here. The Voss revere their mystics. Deal carefully with them, or preferably not at all. Also, outsiders are barred from Vosgar proper.
Pretend like I've never been here before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mystics are the spiritual leaders of the Voss. Healers and prophets. The Voss follow their visions without question. Outsiders aren't restricted from traveling the planet, but access to the Voss's home is restricted to the alien enclave. I will let Ambassador Yoran know to expect you. Head to his office once you've landed. Have a safe visit.
I started tuning out myself.
Welcome to the Voss Orbital Docking Station. This facility offers state-of-the-art amenities such as a pressurized interior and radiation shielding. We hope you will enjoy your stay on this station, as access to the planet is strictly prohibited.
I want to speak to someone more significant.
My orders come from an Imperial edict. You won't find anyone here willing to countermand that. The negotiations on Voss are complex, requiring subtlety, and are far too important for just any incoming transmission. My apologies. It seems Darth Seraphim requests the honor of your presence in the Imperial Embassy at Voss Ka at your earliest convenience.
Get out of my way, and I'll speak with him now.
Of course. The shuttle is this way. Please don't keep Darth Seraphim waiting. He's terribly important.
Copy. Assets approaching. Commencing now. Greetings. Imperial Intelligence requires a moment of your time to discuss a lucrative proposition. We need you for an important surveillance operation. If successful, we stand to gain a wealth of intelligence on the Republic's war efforts.
If there's payment involved, I'm interested.
The pay will be generous. The plan is simple. We want you to take this audio surveillance device, locate a Republic official named Gur Antok, and engage him in conversation. We have created a cover identity that establishes you as a potential defector to the Republic. A meeting with Antok has already been arranged. The surveillance device will record everything that's said, allowing us to reproduce Antok's non-human vocal patterns and gain access to the Republic's encrypted files.
Let's make this happen.
Good luck. We'll look forward to seeing you again shortly.
You there. Hold a moment. My servant offers only platitudes about our Empire's progress here on Voss. I want the truth of things. Tell me the real state of our efforts here. Do you believe these Voss will submit themselves to us soon?
Politics isn't part of my job.
You refuse to answer me. Are you really so callous with your own life? Perhaps you feel confident because you serve my rivals and think they can protect you. Is that the way of it? You flee from my questions to keep me from reaching the truth? To lead me into a dangerous miscalculation?
There's not much money in wandering the streets and lying to Sith Lords.
Perhaps not. Leave me. I must consider my strategies further, and your presence is only a distraction.
What kept you? I must have lost 3 years of my life imagining the damage you were doing here.
Darth Seraphim had an offer for me. Sith get to cut in line.
What? You didn't mention your arrangement with Darth Tormund, did you? The last thing this situation needs is two powerful Lords of the Sith stamping on each other's interests.
I don't generally discuss my business with outside parties.
Keep it that way. We'll all be the better for it. That said, I look forward to being rid of General Redrish. That woman will be the death of me, if you aren't.
I was told I'd be dealing with a Kawati noble, not a Republic general.
They are one and the same. General Thelonia Redrish is a well-respected member of Kawati aristocracy, a philanthropist, and a revolutionary. The Empire has lost a number of newly conquered worlds due to her interference, and we may well lose this one unless she's removed. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take the roundabout course, push her into the open.
The caliber of targets I deal with usually takes some groundwork to get to.
Good. Then I've got an idea where you can start. Imperial Intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here, but we can't prove it. I believe your best course of action would be to root out General Redrish's officers in the field and gather evidence of her involvement.
You're telling me I can't touch her, but I can shoot up her officers?
You can't touch her here. Out in the wilderness, away from prying eyes, anything could happen. I'm afraid casualty reports are all we have to go on. You'll have to search around the ambush points for signs of the enemy. Take this holo recorder. If you make any discoveries, transmit the evidence to my frequency.
If you insist, but I'll want copies from my scrapbook.
For my own sanity, I'm going to pretend you're taking this seriously.